All right, welcome everyone. This is episode 2 of the Director's Table. With us tonight, we've got Dusty Thompson, the conference director in the Carolinas, and also the new head coach of the Winthrop University Cornhole team. Welcome, Dusty. How you doing?
Good. How's everybody?
Doing great. And we've got Athena Delgado as well. She's out at the Open in Vegas this weekend. Cut off a little bit to join us today. So, Dusty, we're gonna just kind of jump right into it. We got a couple questions for you. You've been conference director for a few years now in the Carolinas, and you are consistently at the top of the list for director points, which is kind of one of our metrics we use for identifying the amount of memberships and players that each director has. So just wanted to kind of get your input on how the Carolina Conference has grown over the last few years and what you see for the future of South Carolina.
Well, so right now the ACL being the headquarters being in Rock Hill has really helped out. Obviously, bringing the World Championship here has really helped out because it's in your hometown, it's in your home state. North Carolina's just, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes away. So that really helps out having everything this close. But the sport, just the growth in the sport's just been crazy, and it's helped the sport of the growth in the Carolinas as well. Um, we've just got a really good group of people that show up to our regionals, that also show up to the Carolina Conference. They're just outgoing. They're almost all family. I mean, it's just I don't really have good words for it except for it's just a great group of family.
Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, and just a little follow up to that. The amount of directors in South Carolina specifically has increased over the last few years as well. So imagine you're getting a lot of new players coming
Yes.
out.
Yes, sir. Yes. So we've got a few new directors this year as well. They're doing great jobs, doing big things right now. We have a great group of directors pretty much across the states. Couldn't be more excited with the directors that we do have, and the amount of players that are showing up, new faces every year when we do have the Carolina Conference. It's just nice to meet new people every year, and it's great to see the connections that people make through cornhole, especially here in the Carolinas.
That's awesome. What are some techniques then that you're using to grow, I guess, your base of players or your area?
So right now last year we were in a growing year, so we would add novice to the divisions to try to grow the brand new players that couldn't hit the board. So we did add that last year, but it's grown so much this year we didn't really have time. So this year we're just focused on publishing what we're doing, trying to get more players out, letting them know how great the HQ is. The nicest, one of the nicest facilities in the entire country, definitely the nicest facility we have around the Carolinas. And you can come in pretty much any night of the week and throw a cornhole. So we're really focusing on just pushing the HQ and how nice of a facility it is. And the staff there is great too. I mean, we have great staff at the HQ, not just management or people you don't see behind the scenes, but actually staff that run the bar and run the tournaments are just phenomenal.
Yeah, great, yeah. And I imagine you're probably at times just busting out of the seams at HQ too with the amount of players you're having, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes. So, I'm sorry. I think actually just touch on your base. Todd just actually brought it up. So we are lucky enough to have the board set up at all times. So what we have to do is our regionals are so big, we have to split it up into 2 days. So we do intermediate open on most of the time on Sundays, and then advanced and competitive on Saturdays. Because without that, there's no way we could get it in. I mean, we open the doors regularly around 8:30 in the morning, and then we go on until I don't know, roughly 6 o'clock most of the times. And that's just with 2 divisions. So if we tried to cram all 4 divisions in one day, it would be rough.
Mm-hmm. You've started up as the head coach at Winthrop College. You've got a scholarship program there. Kind of walk us through, explain kind of what's going on with that. We've all seen a lot of social media around the different players that have been signed. So
yes, sir. So fun thing is I got approached to do this job back in August, and I wasn't too sure, to be honest. And I was like, I didn't know what it held, and I took a leap of faith and I ran with it. And I got an interview back on ESPN back in late December at the National College Championship, and I had two kids of mine that I really wanted to start the program with before I really built the program, and I wanted to build the program around them. I got interviewed, and I got asked the question, who you looking at, this and that, and I said, well, I got two kids from Colorado right now. I won't say their names, but as soon as they commit, we're going to let everybody know. We're going to let the world know what we're building. Had no idea that we'd be national news on about every channel you could find in the country. It was amazing what happened, and then from there to follow, we got another 5-star recruit, and then we've got multiple borderline 5-star recruits that are just right there at the edge of being a 5-star recruit. It's just been a phenomenal past few months, great few months. We've had to cap it off this year. Next year, we're looking at getting even more people and more girls, because right now we don't have any girls, and so we want to focus next year on getting girls. But to be honest, Todd, I'm not focusing on so much of cornhole at this point as I am getting these kids an education. That's my top priority. Is that they're coming here for cornhole. That's great. That's what I want them here for. But I want them to leave with an education. So if you want to come to Winthrop in the future, just remember that you're going to come for an education, and cornhole is going to come second.
Mm-hmm. And how close to Winthrop and HQ? Like, what's the proximity between
so where the college is a D1 college. It's a smaller college. They can walk to the HQ. That is actually their training facility. It is walking distance to the college. So a little fun fact about Winthrop, most people don't know, it is a D1 school, but the student to teacher ratio is 15-1. So you get more of a one-on-one teacher instead of like a normal D1 college where you're averaging 35 plus to one teacher. Sometimes 40 to 50. So just, there's a lot of good stuff. Once the kids come and tour the college and they see the campus, they get hooked in immediately. It's a really pretty college, and there's a lot of stuff going on at that school.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And anybody who's been to Worlds has probably driven around a little bit and seen. So yeah. And
probably didn't even know it. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. You have to pretty much drive by it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then access to HQ every day. That's a nice little benefit as well. So
absolutely.
How are we doing, Athena? I know we've got you in Vegas, where all sorts of funny stuff can be going on with the Wi-Fi and whatnot.
Oh yeah, everything's a little funky here. But going into what Dusty had said, so with Winthrop, is that Atina's going to be traveling to other colleges to compete as well, or how are you guys working that out? Maybe Vegas next time?
Maybe, never know. So depends on what's in the budget mainly. And we're raising money right now, but so back to your point, Trey's actually, you guys know this, but the world might know it, but Trey has stepped away from a lot of his duties at the ACL to build the college and high school scene, and he is doing a great job with that. There are other colleges that are close. I'm not going to give them any recognition, but there are other colleges that are close that we will be playing. When in the very near future, probably starting around September. Let the kids get in and let them get situated. But there are other colleges close, and if we have to get on the road and go travel, we will go travel. So our main focus right now is focusing on the national championship, but we are going to set some games up with some other schools for sure.
Yeah, that's great, and yeah, Winthrop is certainly going to be a pioneer in this sector of the cornhole world, which is cool. And I remember talking to you back in August about this a little bit, and you kind of explained the potential to be a head coach, and you were like, I'm so busy. I'm building a house. I've got young children. So
yes, yeah. I actually stepped away from cornhole to spend more time, and now I feel like I'm just juggling everything, and somehow it's all working out. I just don't have to practice every day now. So that was part of me stepping away, was to be able to have more time. But I actually do have more time because I don't have to practice anymore. So it's just been a blessing. Honestly, the whole cornhole community, everything that's going on in the cornhole world has just been nothing but a blessing to me and my entire family. So I really enjoy everything that's going on, and I'm just thankful that it happened to fall in my lap the way it did.
Mm-hmm. Great. And are we going to see you back at Worlds this year, running around, wheeling kegs and cases around?
Always. You'll see me in Myrtle Beach too if you come out there. Hopefully you'll see me on TV. So
yes. Yeah, I haven't made the Myrtle Beach event.
This past year was amazing. It's probably the biggest open that I'd ever seen in person. It was just packed. I think it was there. She could tell you it was crazy. One day was just absolutely. I was almost elbow to elbow room. It was awesome. It was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a blast. A lot of
Yeah.
people made that one. It was a good one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Myrtle Beach is a pretty popular destination, so yeah.
That's great. Okay. Well, Athena, do you have anything else for Dusty?
Oh man, nothing yet. Not until I get an Arizona team together. One of the
Hey,
colleges out
easy,
there.
easy.
Maybe we will.
Now we look forward to some competition. That's what it's all about. So
Yeah, I mean,
just
you've got to start somewhere, and
right.
you're on the you're an early adopter with the Winthrop College, and
Yes,
yeah, it's
sir.
only going to go up from here. So, anything else you'd like to share with in regards to Carolina or Winthrop? Anything that you're doing right now?
Yeah, so we do have some. Actually had with the program that we're building. Again, I said I couldn't wait to let the world know, and it's actually the world has found out. And I actually have a lot of really talented players next year that have already reached out. That while they're here in Rock Hill for the World Championship, are going to tour the college. So we are always we don't want to get numbers so stacked that we can't pay our players attention. I want to be able to give these kids one-on-one attention. We actually have a lot going on. I would say follow the Winthrop Cornhole page because you're going to see we're going to do a lot more stuff than just cornhole. It's not going to be just cornhole 24/7. We're going to actually have a lot of fun, but just stay tuned for the players that we do have coming in because we do have a lot of stacked players wanting to tour the college in August while they're here that will graduate the following year.
Yeah, what a wonderful recruiting opportunity you got right there. People coming in
Yes.
worlds, and hey,
Don't have to spend any money to fly in. They're already here. So yeah, I've already talked with the athletic director. He's super pumped about everything. The president's super pumped. Just all the publicity we've gotten out of this. It's been absolutely amazing fun ride. We've got another bit coming out the end of May or end of June. Another national piece for CBS. So stay tuned for that one. It's a pretty big piece.
yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
Do you have a limit on the number of student athletes you're going to take?
So this year, my goal was 10. I actually had a little talk with Trey. Trey said, "Don't think you're going to get that many. You're probably only going to get 4 to 6." And I was like, "We'll see about that." So my goal was 10. I wanted to cut it off there. Well, we got 12. So and then we actually had another commit today. I'm not going to release it yet, but we had another commit today that makes 13. But he's not going to be a part of the team. He's going to be a part of the team, but he's going to be part of the social media team. He's going to help grow that side of the team. So, yeah. So we're trying to trend everything in the right direction to really build the program to show everybody everything we're doing instead of just showing just cornhole. So we're building the whole team, building it from the ground up right now. This year is going to be our starting year. So if you haven't already followed Winthrop Cornhole, go follow it. Watch what we're building. So one thing I will say, Todd, if you are a young kid or you're a parent of a young kid, there's now opportunity for kids to go to school at a discounted rate, potential full rides. Who knows where this is going to go? But right now, it's a very good discounted rate. If your kid's really good and you're adamant about them going pro, I get it. But if you want them to go to college, keep them out of the pros right now. Let them get an education and start pros later. That education is going to be key to life.
Yeah, absolutely. Does going pro in the ACL then completely eliminate your opportunity to play in college?
It does eliminate you from playing in college. So the kid we picked up today to do the social media, very very bright kid, 4.0 GPA. He's come on to do the social media. He is actually a pro at the moment. Again, I'm not going to release his name at the moment because it just happened today. But he's a smart, super smart kid, man. Super excited to have him. Every one of the kids we got have been well mannered. I got to get him out of the high school phase. They're calling me Mr. Thompson. Don't like it, but it's all good. So I get it. It's respect and I appreciate it. But I mean, I'll talk to him as yes, sir, no, sir, coach. So we've got a good group of kids coming in and they're just as excited as I am to have them here. I'm actually, I've been in the gym getting ready because there's been a lot of trash talking with basketball, all kind of other stuff we're going to do outside of this with, pickleball, anything that they want to challenge, we're going to go at it. So we're all pretty pumped to get them to get here.
That's cool. That's really
yes,
cool.
Sir.
All right. Well, again, thanks, Dusty, for coming on today. Love hearing about everything that's going on in the college area. I think that's just really an area that has not been tapped into yet, or just at the tip of the iceberg of being tapped into. So really looking forward to see what you got going. We did lose Athena along the way here. She got called over to work. She's in Vegas right now, so we did have to drop her. But Athena, thanks for coming on, and look forward to watching Winthrop grow over the next couple years. So thanks again, Dusty.
Yeah, Todd, appreciate you having me on. And I want to tell you guys, thank you. You guys don't get enough credit for all the work you guys do as well. So appreciate you guys just as much as you appreciate us.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're trying. We're continuing to, I still think in the big picture, I think Cornhole's still at the tip of the iceberg, or what it could be. So
100%.
With high school and college and juniors and international, I think a lot of we still got a lot of work to do, but it's going.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Dusty.
Yes, sir.